Club. Tell me about the Garden Club, the 8 members.
Well, the Garden Club was formed about 4 years ago. Stafford never had a garden club prior to that. And a couple of folks at TTM in Stafford, who were avid gardeners, decided that they'd organize a more formal club. So we have authorization through the Federated Garden Clubs of Connecticut. And there are now about 15 members. And we are very specific about the activities that we undertake so that we can maintain them throughout the season, because if you don't, they just dry up and then it's not worth it. So we have 22 baskets hanging throughout town. We have, you can see the pots across the street, and we have pots like that scattered throughout the town through the different sections of Stafford. We probably have 25 pots throughout town. And then we do the town hall, and we have gardens in the ground, and we have potted plants there. And we do sporadic little plantings here and there.
And then you were talking about some of the donations that you've gotten.
Everything is donated. Everything. I'm sorry about
Oh, no, that's awesome. So there's been a lot of kindness. A lot of people have given.
From everyone.
That's awesome.
If it wasn't for donations, we wouldn't have anything.
Well, and the town looks gorgeous.
Yeah, folks, we send out a letter one time a year in early spring and ask for donations. And people will send in contributions.
Yeah.
And then all of the plants in this garden were donated.
Oh, that's awesome. You got them, I know the local Aubuchon, you said, donated some.
Aubuchon's did, Select Seeds did, Foster Farm did. We did, let's see who else did. Oh, 3B's Organics from Stafford did. And then we used some of the funds to go elsewhere to buy a few plants.
And then you're also using some Coast of Maine for the soil.
This soil all had to be improved because it was just grassy area. So we took out all the grass, all the sod. The garden club did that. The guys, I mean, we just worked so hard to get all the sod out. Then we loosened it up. Then we went and got the castine blend, the bags of castine, and we spread it out. And then we opened it and tried to distribute it evenly throughout the whole 140 feet. And then we planted. We planted over 3 weeks. So we didn't plant everything one day because we did a section, completed it, and then the next weekend we did another section, and then the following week we did the third section. Then we topped it off with Coast of Maine mulch, funding mulch. So we're still adding more mulch because we didn't add enough to begin with. So and we add a few perennials now and then where we think they have room, and that's where we are. But it's grown tremendously since the last week of June, tremendously.
Well, you know, you were very gracious in your admiration of the folks that have donated to you, but I think people should also be very gracious in how much work you guys have done.
Well, people do recognize it. They stop and they thank us.
Yeah, that's awesome.
They do. We have a gentleman who waters the hanging baskets in the morning, and we actually bought a Dram's 20-gallon water cart on wheels, and it has a battery. So he uses that cart to start at the town hall. He fills it a couple of times, and then he goes up Main Street. And we have the fountain. You'll see the fountain. The fountain is just beautiful, filled with plant material. So Tony's out there watering in the morning, and people will go by and stop and, you know, thank him. And they thank all of us. I'm outside, and people stop, and it's very rewarding. I think it's really, people say that they're so proud of Stafford.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It is. It's very important. That's why we did it. We want people to be proud of our town.
Well, you definitely accomplished that.